Hello, Instagram. Hey, Facebook and Twitter. I mean, not Twitter, YouTube. How y'all doing this evening? Me? I'm doing fine. I can't complain. But I can't believe this past week was a impeachment trial of the former president. I'm like, don't worry. I'm not here to start any negativity, but what really kills me, I mean, the Democrats, they did good at they did good for the first few days, but this today they backed down. That's what's pissing me off about the Democrats. They backed down and they got weak just because 43 to 45 Senate Republicans refused to convict the motherfucker. Excuse my language, but this shit makes me sick. You know what I mean? So, anyway, the title tonight is Happy Thanksgiving Weekend. To all my lovers out there who's spending time, to all my people out there who's spending time with their lovers, boyfriend, girlfriend, husband, wife, whatever your relationship is. So, like I said, what I'm trying to say is, Democrats, you guys how many times I gotta say this? You guys have the majority of the House and the Senate. How many times I gotta say this? And y'all, and for what y'all did, you're gonna lose. You guys are gonna lose it in 2020 by next year. So in 2023, which is next 2 years from now, you're gonna let Republicans take the majority again. Come on, Democrats. What's wrong with y'all? What's wrong with y'all for being weak? And what's wrong with y'all for lying? What's wrong with y'all lying to me about giving me a $2,000 stimulus check? I mean, come on now. And speaking of stimulus, I just found out President Joe Biden is planning to cut Medicare. It's his way of saying, if any of us on Medicare is getting the stimulus check, can't have Medicare. I mean, I don't know if I remember he said that way back in the day that he's gonna cut all these federal spending. You know what I mean? He said that back in the day, and it seems like he kept his word now. Just because they have a slim majority in the Senate. You know what I mean? And I just found out it was only 5 Republicans out of 50. 5 Republicans voted along with Democrats. And 2 independents. That's 7. So, mean to tell me Democrats only have 48? Only 48 Democrats, and they got some nerve to have the majority. I mean, at least 2 independents is included, which is Bernie Sanders, Senators Bernie Sanders and Angus King, the 2 independent senators. You know what I mean? And I also just heard that Senator Patrick Leahy from Vermont, the same state Bernie Sanders is in, he's planning to retire. Um, he's planning to retire the next 2 years. You know what I mean? So, oh, another thing, I just heard Dave Chappelle. I just heard Dave Chappelle is feeling better because he had COVID, and I'm glad he's back on the screen. I'm glad he's back on the screen doing his comedy thing again. But he left. He also left Comedy Central, so his show, Chappelle Show, is back, but it's going to be on Netflix. So it's my way of saying, if any of y'all want to see the new episodes of Chappelle Show, you got to watch it on Netflix. You know what I mean? I mean, I'm very disappointed at Democrats for what they did today. I mean, everything was fine for the last few days after they first started it, but today I can't believe they are freaking weak. I notice every time they get the majority, they get weaker. They've been weak. They've been weak. They was weak in 1993 and 2009. Don't forget that. And they're weak again just because they got Biden in the White House. Biden in the White House. Come on, Democrats, dude, use your heads. But it seems like y'all ain't got no freaking heads. This is why I choose not to vote Democrat ever again, and I will definitely not vote Republican because both parties are are shit. Just like Nina Turner says. And speaking of Nina Turner, she's running for Congress in Ohio District 11. And I heard her election is coming up in May. But the person supposed to really running that, the person supposed to be in that district is Representative Marcia Fudge. But Representative Marcia Fudge got promoted, and she's in Joe Biden's cabinet as Secretary of HUD, Housing and Urban Development. And I hope former Representative Marcia Fudge as HUD Secretary right now in Joe Biden's cabinet decide to provide us black people homes. You know what I mean? But it seems like she wanted. As a matter of fact, to me, she's a corporatist. as far as I'm concerned. And you know what I mean? And before I go, let me tell you something about Governor Andrew Cuomo. Governor Andrew Cuomo, I remember I said Governor Andrew Cuomo is another Trump. You know what I mean? So he is guilty. Him and his administration is guilty by having more than 45,000 people killed ever since this you know what been on for almost a year. As a matter of fact, it's been a year. It's been a year. It's been a year since New Year's Eve. You know what I mean? So it's going to be a year right here in the United States after it came from Europe. Well, anyway, that's all I have to say. If I don't hear from y'all have a good night, all right? One love, and let's all save this planet together. If I was y'all, I would never depend on politicians to save your life. No, don't depend on them. Depend on yourself. You know what I mean? Everything starts with yourself, just like everything starts with myself. You feel me? I probably might stream again tomorrow. All right? You have a good night and God bless y'all. One love.